Hello and welcome to the Looters Podcast. I'm producer Nikki, and I'm here today with the one and only Jess Parks. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Nikki.
So, Jess, you produce I Seduce the Dragon, and we're very excited to have you here today because we're doing this little special series during our break where we bring our audience shows that we think they will love, and your show is one of them. So let's just jump right in by having you tell us a little bit about I Seduce the Dragon.
Yeah, I Seduce the Dragon is an actual play D&D podcast. It features a literal rocket scientist who works for JPL, a famous porn star, a cowgirl, and a mom, and those are just their real lives. And I, myself, am a mixer for feature film. So what you're going to get with I Seduce the Dragon is a very well-produced podcast that's got music and sound design and sounds good.
Incredible. And I just re-listened to the first episode of your second season, and I can attest that it sounds wonderful and it's so much fun. So tell us a little bit about the episode we're going to hear today.
Sure. It's the first episode of season 2. The main arc of season 1 revolved around returning a child, Tori's son, to his hometown of Lonelywood, where the intention would have been to leave him with his stepsister, half-sister, and move on with their lives. However, they arrived in the last couple episodes of the season and found the town overrun by were-tigers. So they got through that fight, and at the very last moment of that last episode, a red tentacle punched through Erastus's eye from inside his head. And we left the cliffhanger there. So you are entering into the first episode of season 2, where you find out what happens with the tentacle, what happens with the were-tigers, and where everybody stands now that their plan is totally ruined.
Amazing. I just want to say you have amazing chemistry. It's really fun to listen. I like how you balance the sort of intense, dramatic or emotional life and death kind of stuff with silly jokes and asides that are really fun and light. I think that's something we try to do on Looters and our audience will really appreciate. So that's what we're going to hear today. Anything else you'd like to share with our audience before they get a taste?
And Nikki, you are definitely our kind of people. So very excited to be collaborating and can't wait to bring your first episode to our audience as well when it comes out. You're going to video, am I right?
We are, yes. We're launching season 2 with video. It's a big transition.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the video party.
That's right.
We started out audio season 1 and then went video for season 2. So you could also check out this episode on YouTube and see all of our faces. And it has been a whole level up across the board. You and I will have plenty to discuss offline when it comes to how to elevate your game to video, but we are never looking back.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Without further ado, I Seduce the Dragon.
Welcome back, listener. This is the first official episode of season 2. Woo! Welcome. We left off on a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm pretty excited to get into it. I hope you guys are too. I'm Jess. I'm the DM, and these are our players.
My name is Ryan Keeley. I'm playing as Erastus Brainerd the 12th. I am a satyr prince / artificer / tavern owner.
I mean, not the third one so much anymore.
Go f- yourself.
You haven't sold it.
Cut that out. Never mind. I can't open with profanity.
On that note, hi, I'm Christina Van Epps. I'm playing Tori Cole, the elven rogue who is out here just doing his best.
Really?
Yeah, it's his best. I know. It's disappointing, isn't it?
I mean, you're making me really mad right off the bat, so good work.
I'm getting into character. Had an emotionally tumultuous season 1, and I'm ready for season 2 to start in the exact same place.
With your booty out.
With ass out to the world. Ass and emotions out to the world.
And dick.
And dick.
I just thought the little cheeks was a cuter reference. But yes, your schlonger's hanging out too.
In the sub-zero temperatures.
I feel like we should make Tori roll first.
I was in the pool.
Growing versus showing.
Yeah, I was in the pool role.
At disadvantage.
In front of his ex-wife.
She knows. She's seen it.
Yeah.
I fathered a child with her. She knows.
Oh, yes, you have. All right. Well, my turn, I guess. I'm Dana. I play Gentry Rose Bittercreek Dumont, a human cleric who also has the blood of a god flowing through her, making her a demigod. Gentry barely knows what a cleric is and barely knows what a demigod is, but she is getting there. And she's just trying to help her friends and convince them of her godhood. Not godliness, but godhood.
Demi-godhood. Perfect. I am Flanders. I play Martha Sinclair, the half-elf paladin. And Martha Sinclair is if Jason Mendoza from The Good Place could cast spells
Oh my God.
and had a sword.
I actually do have a question before we get started because we left off in a place where none of you were really together except for Erastus and Dana, and all of you were kind of in the middle.
Erastus and Dana, not Erastus and Gentry. Erastus and Dana are together.
I want to know, let's go around just one more time. I want to know, how are you feeling right now?
I'm in denial, is how I'm feeling right now.
There's a tentacle punched through your eyeball.
Oh, yeah. Are you in physical pain?
It will be fine.
That's Erastus's first instinct is the eyeball gets punched up by a tentacle and he's just like, it'll be fine. It's totally fine.
Totally fine. Now I can't see it. Now I can't see it. Doesn't exist. La 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 la.
Erastus, no.
God damn it. Ryan's going to beat me to creating Guy Fieri, the D&D character.
I mean, shouldn't I just let it out like when you've got the shits?
Does it want out or does it want to just eat you?
I want to push it back in.
You want to
not
push
there.
it back in?
I just want to push it back in.
Tori is feeling stressed. I feel like that's an understatement. He's angry and there's just a lot of feelings happening right now. And he's also trying to just shove them right down in there and not deal with them ever because there's stuff he's got to do.
You're all so healthy.
Yeah.
Gentry is feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Not going to lie. She just had to be worshipped, which is very uncomfortable for her, but also enriching. She does not know where half of her party is, but assumes it's probably not great. We stormed into the town with Sagan, and Sagan turned into a were-tiger, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. I feel like there's probably some uncertainty on if they're going to switcheroo again at any moment. For Gentry, she's not sure at what point this is all going to turn into a were-tiger bloodbath again. So she's a little on edge. And I feel like she's also about to see a tentacle out of Erastus's face. Unless Erastus is turned around, maybe I'm just like behind Erastus and haven't seen this tentacle situation.
I do love the idea that Gentry is at just a bad angle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Martha, we left you off alone in the scene of the dining room fight with your whip wrapped around Winter.
Yeah, having the time of my fucking life. This is like, honestly, maybe top 5 days of Martha's existence. And she still thinks maybe there's a chance she could marry Tori out of this, which would just make it like automatic #1 best day ever.
And like, what,
So-
Fox is going to officiate?
Martha doesn't concern herself with those kinds of details.
Politics and laws.
I mean, I feel like they're probably pretty chill about like what constitutes a legally binding marriage.
We do have a cleric here.
I know. I am of the cloth of some sort.
Oh, it'd be so good.
It would be a lengthy ceremony, and she would relish it.
Great energy to go into season 2.
Fantastic.
All right, well, let's get to it. Real quick recap. I think we've been over it, but here's where you all stand. You just had a lovely dinner with Fox and his associates, which turned into a fight. At the end of that fight, Sigrid fled, Tori fled after her, and Fox, who was magically afraid of Martha, not literally afraid of Martha, ran as well. chasing after Tori. Gentry and Erastus, meanwhile, found the hostages that were left, the people who had not yet transformed into were-tigers, so the tribe, the cult, whatever you want to call it, was keeping them to find out if they would. You neutralized the threat at the church, and just as you were leading all of these saved people out to safety, Erastus got a nasty surprise from the Oblex, who punched a hole right through his face. His left eyeball is currently steaming in the snow on the ground. So, let's pick up with Tori.
Oh, okay.
What?
Tori, you're standing there in a momentary silence, which is made all the more stark in contrast to the argument that you just had with your wife before she ran off into the woods in pursuit of Anbig. Give me a perception check.
Is this to do with hearing or smell?
Yes.
All right. 24.
You perk up your ears and you hear a little extra cracking, a little extra crunching, coming from the direction of the house you just fled.
I cannot remember. Do I have my weapons on me still, or...
All you got is a piece of chest armor, baby.
And the totem, which I took off of Sigrid.
And the ring. You stripped her of everything of value she had.
Well, she took my happiest years, so I feel like it's, an equal thing here.
So just a normal divorce vibe going on.
I can only assume that he's probably still a were-tiger because he wasn't affected by the ring. What do I want to do? Ooh.
Martha's back towards the house, but I don't have weapons to fight Fox, but I could try to outrun him.
This is all going through my mind as I turn tail and run in a different direction. I want to try and make like a long loop back to the house because I don't know about the situation at the church. I'm unaware completely that's happening. I'm going to try and like make the long way round to the house again, trying to keep a decent distance from Fox.
Okay, roll stealth.
25.
Impressive.
You turn to make a circular path back to the house. Not a moment too soon. Because if you were 5 feet closer to his direction, he would see you. Instead, he passes by you. You have a moment to observe. He sniffs the air in were-tiger form, his breath steaming in the cold. His eyes graze over where you're hiding, and then he sees Sigrid's very obvious trail through the snow. He gives a low growl, and he prowls down that trail. And you're free to head back to the house.
That's bad, probably. I do, in fact, start just like scurrying back to the house.
All right. Martha, you're standing there with an old man wrapped up in your whip.
Ideal.
He's staring at you, terrified, obviously.
Again, ideal.
What's the expression on Martha's face?
Smug. Just so smug. I fucking lassoed a were-tiger, and now it's a terrified old man with no pants on, right?
It's just a terrified man who's totally naked.
Yeah, with no nothing on.
No nothing.
Even better. Yes, perfect. Is there like a closet or something I could just like lock him in? I'll go into the kitchen and find like a pantry and just shove him in there.
As you are dragging him through the house at the end of your whip, he's taking in the fight that just happened, the overturned table and the blood-spattered food, the dead body on the ground, and the absence of Fox. His hands begin to shake, and he begins to despair. He says, "Miss, it's gone too far. Our tribe is lost. Our god is dead, and without him we have no claim to this power. It feels wrong in my body. Ill-gotten. Poisonous." And you feel resistance at the end of your whip as he sinks to his knees.
Oh my god.
And he bends his head over, presenting his neck. And he says, "I know what you must do. Please, make it quick."
You know, if you had done this when you were still a weretiger, yeah, but there's something really sad about killing a naked old man, so I need you to get off your feet and get into this pantry. Now.
He starts to cry.
That's not helping, bud. Just get up.
And he's just, no, I haven't the courage, please. Begging for death all the way.
No, bud. Here you go. Maybe you can kill yourself via a potato or something. And I just shove him in the pantry, and I feel like there's a lock on it, you know?
Sure.
Food's valuable.
Totally.
I shove him in there and lock him and just put the key in my put it in my pocket. It's gonna get lost in the bag of holding. And now Martha's gonna go see where everyone else is.
About this time, Tori is close to the house.
I'm heading back literally like in the way I came. I remember I busted out that secret side door. I'm assuming no one's closed doors after leaving this place.
You broke everything down.
Everything is broken. So I just head back inside, and I'm probably like immediately calling like, Martha!
Hey, bud.
Slide in. I imagine Tori, not only is he wearing nothing but like the magic armor that he has on top and holding this wrapped up like totem bundle, but he's still like covered in gore, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Is the totem like the size of a baby?
It's like maybe a foot tall and maybe 5 inches diameter.
Okay, so like a baby.
5 inches diameter. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's a fair size, yeah.
Okay.
Everything good in here? What happened?
I think I scared everyone out of being weretigers, and now there's a naked man who's like begging for death that I locked in the pantry because that was just sad, you know?
Why didn't you just kill him?
That doesn't look good in a pamphlet. I can't kill a sad old man who wants to die. I kill mean weretigers that are trying to kill me, you know?
You want me to kill him?
You can try. I don't think even you'll be able to. It's like really fucking pathetic.
Let me find pants first. Here, I'll hand her the totem.
Martha starts like rubbing it and like seeing it, like knocking on it. She just rubs it and says, I wish I was a weretiger. I wish I was a weretiger.
Fuck, that might actually be how it works, though. We don't know.
Do you want to roll investigation?
I just want to rub. What is that, like Arcana?
Yeah, go ahead, give me an Arcana roll.
11.
You rub the totem, which is half stone and half gold. And as you rub the gold part, I'll be damned if it doesn't start getting warmer.
Ooh.
Martha doesn't know what friction is. Oh, she just doubles down. She's just rubbing harder and harder.
Oh, amazing. I'm looking around for my weapons and pants.
Your weapons are easily found in the dining room, and your pants are torn to pieces and laying underneath Orbo's dead body.
Oh. Is there anyone's pants available?
Orbo's got pants.
Are they intact pants?
Better than yours.
All right, then I'll steal his pants. I'll loot the body for whatever he's got.
You put on his pants, and they come on around the waist, but one leg is missing, and the other one is split on the outside.
It's the hottest new look in Icewind Dale.
It's very Hulk chic.
Definitely weather appropriate.
As long as the junk is covered, I think that's all that matters.
I guess that depends on how much junk we're dealing with.
And which side it goes down.
Is this John Hamm level junk? Because, you're wearing cutoffs on one side.
Wait, what are we supposed to know about John Hamm's dick?
What's that?
Huge.
Really?
Hog.
Sorry, is it just like universally known that John Hamm has a big dick?
Google John Hamm sweatpants.
Yes.
Deanna, I need to see your face as you Google this. You need to Google this right now.
Yeah. We'll pause the game.
I need you to kind of tilt your head up a little bit more so we can get a better...
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
John
Thank you.
Hamm. I was just watching, I'm watching Fargo with his nipple rings, and
He's so good in that
I'm only on episode 3, so no spoilers, but
I'm waiting for the moment these photos load.
Right?
All right. Okay. Is he wearing underwear or no? It's down his leg.
That's why cutoffs could be problematic for John Hamm.
It's down his leg.
Yeah, he had to pick the name Ham because he's got a fucking hog.
I think I'm blushing.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh my
Okay, we can resume.
Jesus Christ.
face play of the game.
Just bookmark that for later. It's fine, Dana.
Turn the heater off.
Yeah.
So, Tori, you are bepanted.
I am pantalooned, and I've got my weapons back. So I will immediately then go over to Martha and say, "Stop that!"
It's getting warmer. I think I'm close.
To what? To making it climax? Like, what are we at here?
To being a were-tiger. Is that what I have to do to get to be a were?
No.
Is that how it works?
A were-tiger has to bite or scratch you.
No, but this thing works too, right?
There's like a whole ritual. I don't know. We have more important things right now.
Okay.
Sigrid was going after Anvig, and Fox is going after her. So that means Fox is going after Anvig, and we have to stop that from happening.
Okay, fine. But I get to try later.
Sure.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Okay. I take the ring that I stole, and I said, "Can you put this in the bag with the corpses?"
Are you sure it's pretty stinky in there? All right.
Even better.
You hear a plop.
Slorp.
We go to the church.
We don't like a lot of liches, but Paul Lich from the Patreon is one of our best friends. Paul, this episode is for you.
Erastus,
Yes.
is there anything you'd like to do with this gelatinous red tentacle wriggling out of your face?
So what I'm going to do is what most people do to treat a tapeworm. And I am going to take a crossbow bolt, and I am going to wrap the tentacle around the crossbow bolt and start gently pulling the tentacle out, just kind of trying to, stretch it out like you do with a tapeworm, and just be like, "Come on, let's get out of there. It's not your home. It's not your home. It's time to move along, buddy. Time to move along."
This is the worst.
And so now I'm going to have a crossbow bolt, kind of like tension smack to my head as much of the old blood as I can get out.
Most traumatic thing that's happened.
I think Gentry Rose does see this happening now and is speechless for the first time in a very long time, and is just like jaw drop and it tilting her head like, what the fuck is happening? Erastus? What is happening to your eye right now? Do you need help?
Well, my eye is over there on the ground, and if you could pick it up, that would be great.
I do. I pick it up.
Erastus, you hear in your mind,
I cannot be manipulated. I've seen every aspect of your mind.
it's fighting you around your little stick contraption while it's talking to you.
I know what you are.
Roll dexterity.
6. I thought I was better at handling tentacles.
The Oblex slips along your fingers and your stick and wraps its tentacle around your arm and kind of tries to bind it like a chicken wing as it moves down your body.
Oh, I'm into this. I'm just letting this happen.
It's now its turn. It slithers all the way down your body, down your leg, around your waist.
Oh. Oh.
From your eye socket, just slithering down the entire length of you to the ground. And it begins to try to move away. It's now your turn.
I mean, it's just trying to leave? Okay. Bye, little buddy. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get more intimate because I may or may not have seen some hentai at a point in my youth and was hoping for a La Blue Girl moment. But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, you were inside me, and that's something. And I wave.
Okay. And you wave.
I love when we've just thoroughly stumped the DM and she's like, well, I don't.
Okay. Gentry, what would you like to do?
I am going to cast polymorph on it. I want to turn it into a small slug.
Okay.
It has to make a wisdom saving throw. A very slow, small little slug is what I'm going for.
A very small, slow little slug. And it rolled a 4.
Okay, so it fails.
As the Oblex slithers away, it shrinks before your eyes and turns into a tiny little red translucent slug.
I just did that because I didn't want it to get away. What is that? Erastus, here's your eyeball.
Thank you. I'm going to tuck it in a safe pocket.
Can I cover up that hole, though? That gaping face hole just with a cloth?
Look into my holes, Gentry.
This is adding to the tally of holes.
I know.
Thing.
A new face hole for Erastus.
Look into my face hole, Gentry. Is there anything else in there?
Is there?
I'm gonna need you to roll medicine.
Okay. All right. I'm good at that. I have been better at that in the past, but it is a 16.
You peer with trepidation into the empty eye socket of Erastus.
I hand her my headlamp just so she can really get a good look-see.
Do you use the red headlamp?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else in there?
I don't see anything, but
You see very concerning looking tunnels in the soft tissue of Erastus's head.
do I know if that's how it's supposed to look in there or not?
Is that an arcana?
No.
How is he still alive? This is like the worst kind of weird Phineas Gage situation right now.
That is another 16. Do I know if that's what it's supposed to look like in there?
You have a pretty strong suspicion it's not.
Okay, Erastus, you have what looks to be tunnels inside of your cavity.
Okay.
Like there maybe was, in fact, this creature tunneling through your brain. That can't be good. I don't actually know if my healing can go that far, but we'll give it a whirl. Meanwhile, I do want to catch this little slug guy.
Can I walk over to him and stamp on him with my little hoof ski?
Sure can.
I'm going to stamp right over to him and I'm going to smash him with my little hoof because he did not fulfill my Urasaka Doji fantasy. And I would like to splatter this little fuck.
You stamp on him with your hoof, and he instantly retransforms into the giant Oblex and engulfs your hoof.
Aww. Oh no, maybe he's into foot stuff.
It feels like you're standing in the middle of a warm pool of pudding.
Okay.
Oh.
I wish I had toes I could wiggle, but I have hooves.
This is catering to a demographic I don't
Yeah.
like.
Welcome to season 2.
Nope. I just want to say that I Seduce the Dragon likes all demographics. We don't yuck anyone's yums, and Christina has to take that back right now before we lose Patreon subscribers.
Welcome to season 2. Have you already formed a parasocial relationship with us? Good news. We're getting into pudding kink.
I'm sorry. Kink is my new thing. Is that a thing? It is now. When Ryan Keeley asks, is that a thing? You know you've struck comedy gold.
The next big niche.
We're going to get in on pudding kink on the ground floor. You're going to have to come to us.
Ryan, roll strength.
None of these words are in the Bible.
I can add them.
To the Bible?
16.
I'm just imagining her breaking into churches and scrawling pudding kink inside of Bibles.
With your 16 strength roll, you step on it and it can't move. It's squirming underneath your hoof.
Ooh.
It's time to face what you are. Lonely.
And it punches you in the dick.
Oh!
It's a pseudopod attack. We get 2 of them. Double punch. That's a 17 for the first one. And a 22 for the second. It hits you twice in the junk.
I don't like that at all. I would like to fucking murder this. Can I cast this? Oh, I don't have any spell slots. No.
Did Erasmus take any dick damage?
Yeah, I'm about to roll damage. How much hit points do you have?
Currently 40.
It does 10 bludgeoning damage plus 2d6 psychic damage.
The emotional toll of the dick punch.
That's 22 damage for the first dick punch.
For one dick punch. When you're at half health, this condition is called bloodied, which means that you're actively like bleeding out. So you got bloodied by a dick punch.
Yeah, no, I would need an dual orchidectomy. Orchidectomy? I just learned. Never. How much emotional damage do I take?
This is the worst day for Erastus on record.
And the second hit is 11 bludgeoning and 9 psychic damage.
You're unconscious. You're not dead. You're unconscious and bleeding out. On your next turn, you're going to have to start rolling death saving throws. So I don't think that you've ever had to do this.
No, I have not.
When you are unconscious, if you've been knocked unconscious, if your hit points are at 0, you have to start rolling death saving throws as you start bleeding out. If you fail 3 death saving throws, which is you roll below a 10, you die. If you succeed in 3 death saving throws, which is you roll 10 or above, the bleeding stops and you are stable. And then someone can come around and heal you and you'll be fine. So you just don't fail.
Thumbs up, buddy.
Yeah. And you will roll them on your turn.
I'm just going to touch Erastus and cast Spare the Dying.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Immediately.
Okay. You crouch next to Erastus and you cast Spare the Dying, which means he no longer has to make death saving throws. He's stabilized. He's got 0 hit points, but he's not dying.
And I whisper, "You're welcome."
And the Oblex reaches up and oozes around your neck, and it whispers, "Let me in."
Me?
You.
Oh, I'm not going to let that fucker in. No way. Let's cut to the other people. I got this.
Christina and in Flanders, what are you doing?
We don't know they're in town. I think since we don't know the situation that's happening and we don't know where Anvik is, I would be following Sigrid and Fox's tracks in the snow towards wherever they're going. Because I'm assuming they know where she is.
So the both of you are following those tracks?
I'm following Tori.
You follow the tracks through the woods, past where you had your altercation with Sigrid. And you come upon a clearing. It's uncommonly quiet. Ahead of you, you see an unmoving shape in the snow. The inert form of Sigrid on the ground, collecting snow.
Like dead?
There's blood scattered in the snow around her.
Oh, man.
I will hurry over to her to see if she is alive.
You turn her body over, and it is torn by claw marks. Her face is shredded. Her beautiful lips blue.
I think that Tori kind of freezes at that and is just staring at her in disbelief, not really having expected this and not really sure how to process it either.
Overhead, in the pitch black sky, the green aurora begins to fall over the land, the sign that Aurel, as she does every night, is casting her spell anew.
How is this supposed to be the beginning of a season?
Yeah, we already killed off a mom.
What is Martha doing in this moment?
I think for once Martha understands that she needs to just shut the fuck up and take a step back.
Damn, dude.
I'm trying to like Homer Simpson disappear into the bushes of the forest. She is thinking, well, they're not legally married anymore, so it's not bigamy. So maybe my chance of getting married actually did just a little bit.
What are you thinking for invitations? Are you thinking ecru, cream, or something like a little more non-traditional, like a blue?
Oh, well, no, I think it's more of like an elopement. So I think we'll just like honestly publish it in a pamphlet. Like, we did it.
Yeah.
Tori, roll investigation.
I got a 16 for investigation.
As you take in her form more clearly after the initial shock has worn off, her clothing is disheveled. She's been searched.
He was looking for the totem. Got it. I look to Martha and I say, magic weapons. Can you do that right now? Can you give me magic weapons?
I thought that was Tori trying to cast a spell, and he just said, "Magic weapons!"
Magic weapons! No. He turns to her and says that.
That's not how magic works.
He doesn't know. Let him be.
Yes, I can magic weapon you.
Do it.
Which weapon?
Short bow.
I touch your short bow. For the next hour, you have a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls.
And then I just say, I'm gonna go kill him. And then I just start turning and running after Fox, where I think Fox went. There's a kind of mania in his eyes that you might not have seen before.
No, and I just run after him because I'm
Ride or die.
ride or die, exactly.
Gotta get your man.
Probably die, but that's fine.
Okay, you chase after Fox. You can follow his trail easily. He's not hiding it, and he is prowling dangerously toward the church. You're tracking him in a trance, fixated on murder.
I also don't think I'm waiting for Martha, and I think I'm just running.
It's fine. I'm still just gonna be on my way.
He comes into your sight.
I'm gonna fire at him with my bow and arrow.
All right.
Bonus action, I'm gonna steady aim. So I'm gonna fall to my knee in the snow and brace myself to give myself advantage. And I am going to try and shoot him with my now magic short bow.
You are 40 feet away. Roll to hit.
Natural 20
Hell yes.
for a total of 28, I think, because of the +1.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. Roll your damage.
41 magical piercing damage.
Nice.
Attaboy.
That's great. That's so smart because he was immune to piercing damage until you did the magic weapon.
I know, and that's because I am also a were-tiger, so I know that they are immune to non-magical damage, and that is why I had her do it.
You shoot your magic crossbow with precise aim. It impales his shoulder, going all the way through. That's going to have the attack on one of his 2 attacks.
Oh, snap. Excellent.
And he turns, matching rage with rage. And it's on. Back to Gentry and Erastus. Erastus is still unconscious, but not dying. Gentry, your answer was no.
What was the question?
Let me.
I say, no, that's not going to I'm not letting you into any of my orifices. And you know what? One of us is going to be squirting, and it's not going to be me. And that is a vicious mockery. And so I'm going to try and do the vicious mockery on him.
Oh, 16. It gives you a wet willy. Slithers down off of your body and then starts to slither off into the snow.
Erastus seemed cool with that. Him just kind of going away.
On its way down, it's going to eat memories on you.
Oh, I like my memories.
Give me a DC 15 wisdom save.
17.
You pass. It just slaps you with its wet, sticky tentacle, but nothing happens, and it makes an escape.
Where is Sagan?
He is back beside the church. Everyone has stood shocked, watching what's transpired, but they don't know what to do. They are freezing their asses off right now, to be perfectly honest. Anvig will approach you, Gentry, and then look down at Erastus and say, is he dead?
No, he's fine. Here, I tap him again. I will cast Cure Wounds as the tappy tap one.
Yes. Cure Wounds is the tappy tap
I'm
one.
going to do that for 13.
Erastus is healed for 13 health, and he's conscious again.
We're going to have to talk about that. Wrap your face up. These nice people don't want to see your holes, please. And how are you, sweetie? Are you... See, he's not dead. He's fine.
I am going to rumble in my pouch and start crafting myself a leather eye patch. And I'm going to look real sad because my feelings are hurt.
It's going to look so badass.
Right now?
It's an artificer. Got a craft.
That's true.
And priorities.
It's going to look sick as hell, though. You got
It's going to look so sick.
Very true.
He's going to look so sick.
Let's roll initiative, Tori and Martha.
I cannot miss tonight. I cannot miss.
I mean,
I got a 23.
you're going to have to tell your son that his mom is dead. So let's tread lightly on that bravado.
You underestimate Tori's level of avoidance.
I guess, Tori, you can go again.
I'm going to shoot him again.
All right, get it.
And I'm going to once again bonus action, steady aim, regular action, shoot the man.
Okay.
So the first one is 9 and then 16 damage on the second.
Not bad. You shoot another arrow and it lodges right next to the first one. So as he's racing at you, you get that shot in. So he's got one arrow sort of like in both directions through his shoulder.
And because I use steady aim, I cannot move for the rest of this turn. So I am where I am.
Woo-hoo.
But I will draw my dagger of many daggers.
All right. I'm pulling all the stops.
I'm going to run to be within 10 feet of Tori if I can make it there. So I'm going to cast Searing Smite.
Your sword blazes into a flaming sword.
I'm actually going to cast it on my Warhammer.
Even better. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the smite part of it.
You pull your flaming fucking warhammer. And what do?
I, fucking batter up. I two-handed, I choke up on it a little bit for extra power.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And I smack him.
So, here's what happens. As soon as he got hit the first time by Tori's arrow, he rounded on you both, but fixated on Tori. He charges at you, Tori, intending to pounce, which would knock you prone and give him an additional bite attack on you. You have 23 health right now. It could kill you. But just before he leaps to hit you, Martha's flaming warhammer interrupts his path and knocks him flat on his ass. How much damage do you do?
Perfect. It's 20 total.
He gets up. He's got little bits of fire on his clothing.
He's actually got a lot of fire all over his clothing. He's actually on fire.
It's fully terrifying as he does try again to pounce on you, Tori.
Okay.
He's going to charge 15 feet straight towards you, and he's going to hit you with a claw. Make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
And add my aura of protection to that.
Excellent. And that's +4. What was that?
+5.
So 25.
He tries to knock you over, but it doesn't work. The two of you instead are engaged in hand-to-hand combat. He scrapes at you with his claws, but you're holding him off with what little armor you have and dodging the other swipe. So now he's right on you. He's got his paw hands on your shoulders, and he's snarling in your face.
Yeah, you're actually doing hand-to-paw combat.
Yeah, almost grappled.
Okay. I have the dagger that I already drew out. He's got his paws on my shoulders, and I've got my hands on his large were-tiger shoulders, and he's snarling in my face. And I loose my hand just for a brief second from the hold in order to flip the dagger and stab it inwards towards his neck.
All right, here we go.
Is Martha within 5 feet of us?
Yeah.
Then this will also be a sneak attack.
Hell yes.
The first person to ever snuck up on someone who's grabbing you, but...
So I don't get advantage on this one, but I have a +9 for this weapon. And I rolled an 18, so 28 to
Fuck
hit.
yes.
I cannot miss. And again, I'm going to trip and die instantly. So I have to roll for how many daggers there are.
It's so many extra attacks.
It's a lot.
I rolled 6. So 7 total plus my 4d6 of sneak attack.
I feel like if Tori does any better, the Oobleck is just gonna come by and just dick punch him as hard as it can. Just kill him.
46 damage plus 6 for my base weapon damage. So that's 52.
This move is going to kill him. Would you like to describe it?
Yes! Okay, so he's snarling in my face. I think that he's just gritting his teeth, an expression of pure fury on his own face as he's feeling these claws dig into his skin. And he pulls back on the dagger and flips it in his hand and drives it in. And as he flips it, there's once again that kind of blurring motion where suddenly it looks like there are 7 hands in the air and all of them in a weird cacophony, hail on a car. They're just all at once into the thick meat of this were-tiger neck.
Yes. Perforate the motherfucker. He falls off of you, dead, and transforms back into his human form.
How many holes does he have?
So many.
At least 8.
At least 6.
On top of the regular ones.
Yeah. It's too much math to figure out how many holes he has.
Plus 8 holes?
We're in the double digits of holes now.
Holes plus 8.
And you're out of combat.
Tori takes a second to catch his breath and stares hatefully at Fox's body. And then I think he turns to Martha and says, "We cannot let Sagan know she was here."
Okay. Do you think Sagan's rowing around somewhere? Should we get him before he sniffs her out?
I will deal with her if you go back and deal with them.
Do you want the bag of holding? Sorry. Martha's not giggling at that. That's Flanders that's giggling at that.
Yes.
Hand him
The corpse bag?
the corpse bag.
Thank you.
Also, I feel like Martha like holds up her warhammer and goes like and blows it out.
I think with genuine sincerity, Tori would like as you're handing the bag over, he holds Martha's hand and he does say thank you.
Martha just turns beet red.
Like Dana looking at John Hamstick.
Yeah. Tori's sincerity is to Martha as John Hamm's dick is to Dana.
Dick is to Dana.
So it's a little surprising, pretty exciting, not quite sure how to handle it. And Martha runs off to town, but keeps that warhammer ready because there's tigers in the dark woods, hills, town, whatever it is.
So you're going to the town? You're not going to the church?
Oh, is the church not in the town?
Well, it's kind of in the opposite direction. Like it's on the outskirts of town and you're
The church that doesn't want to have to follow the like
yeah.
city ordinances.
Mhm.
All right, yeah,
Yes.
I run to the church.
Hallelujah.
You arrive and the scene is sort of a bit of calming chaos.
What's going on here, guys?
I'm pouting on the ground,
Yeah.
putting my eye patch together and attaching it to my face.
You just see a gaping hole where Erastus's eye used to be.
Oh my god, Erastus, did the weird-tigers get you? Are you going to be okay?
Of course I'll be okay. I've got my eyeball right here in my safety pocket. I pat my vest.
Don't pat it. Don't pat it. Don't pat it.
Are you going to
Roll
turn?
strength.
Oh, no. Oh.
You want to roll low.
Oh
5.
All right. You gently pat your vest.
Oh boy.
I look cool with an eye patch, right? I had a secret inside me.
You're full of secrets. Erastus, but if a were-tiger scratches or bites you, doesn't it turn you into a were-tiger? Do we have to find...
No, he had a tentacle creature, like a squid octopus situation, crawl out of his head, and now there are tunnels in his brain.
Was it that red thing that was in your brain?
What red thing that was in my brain?
Martha takes out the note.
I fucking love it. I love it.
You see Martha just goes,
You have it on hand. Perfect.
And she pulls out the piece of paper, the diagram from the journal that outlines a diagram of the obelix busting through a skull.
I've never seen this before in my life. And I hand it back.
she turns it into an eye patch.
I thought Erastus was going to be like, it doesn't exist.
I mean, it's all my recent memories that have been eaten.
I'm so sorry. I found it and I was going to try and figure out what it meant. And then we just got kind of distracted.
I
Sorry,
don't
guys.
understand consumption versus which is greater than the other one. Consumption is greater than the head with the squiggles inside it? I don't understand this at all. This is a confusing map.
This was a known thing about Erastus. Hold on. He's just had this interloper in his brain this entire time. We could have fixed that. You got rid of mine. I would have helped you. Erastus, what?
You can help me put my eyeball back in.
Oh, we're going to do that. We are going to get some clean water and some, we're all going to have a drink first off.
I reach for my canteen and then I realize it's just chowder and you probably don't want that for your eye. Oh no.
Would I want to put my eyeball in some oil of slipperiness in like a jar?
Yeah, sure.
But then it'll just keep slipping right out.
There's a lid on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was going to try and stick it back in.
No, I want to keep it moist. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's already on ice, technically,
Well,
so... smart
Yeah,
plan.
you create this little jar of...
Ooh, and I'm going to make it a cool pendant out of it real fast. I'm going to whip it together, and now I have my eyeball hanging from a little jar around my neck.
A jar of lube.
Yeah.
With an eyeball in it.
The little blue eye is so beautiful. It's actually a very nice piece of jewelry.
Follow-up question, Martha. Where's Tori? Follow-up question. Do you have any inclination about what triggers these folks to turn into vampires?
Do they also turn into fucking vampires? Holy shit! Because it's almost nightfall.
You know what? They turn into all sorts of shit here.
We're getting in the weeds here, yes.
Okay. Martha is answering questions. Before I answer where Tori is, where is Sagan?
Sagan is nearby Anvig. He's not leaving her side.
Okay. Tori's fine. He's going to be joining us shortly. I'll give you the gory details of our evening later. So they turned because someone activated a ring, and the ring is now slurping around in the bag of holding that Tori has.
I'm sensing that we should stop this conversation here.
Yep, Tori needed the bag of holding.
Okay.
So
Is that our safe word? I say in character.
The bag of hoarding.
I was also thinking the bag of corpsing.
Does he know we're here and to meet us here? Or should we go to him?
nope.
Okay.
Should not go to him. We should stay put. He will sniff us out if he has to.
And we're going to let that gooey little bitch that punched me in the dick just slither away, right? That's the plan?
That little bitch is long gone.
Yeah, he's long gone. Do you need me to kill your dick? How's your dick? I go to touch.
Don't touch my...
Narcissist.
You keep your paws out of my drawers, Gentry. Bittercrete Rose Dumont. Don't touch ye.
Not in front of the child. Also, finding out that Erastus got punched in the dick is the closest we've got to confirmation as to genitalia situation.
There's a reason it needed 2 punches.
What does that mean? Are there 2 dicks? Is there something else? What's happening? There's a lot.
There's a lot going on in there. It's a mystery what's going on.
And one single tentacle punch would not handle it, apparently.
Would not have encapsulated all the entirety of what's going on in there, yeah.
Is there someplace safe, Anvig, that you guys can go?
Nothing's safe in this world. If we've learned anything, nothing is safe. I've got tentacles that won't fuck me coming out of my head. Burn down my goddamn bar.
Did you ask it to fuck you? Maybe.
I did not ask it to fuck me.
Okay, so I'm going to gently touch Anvig on the shoulder, and I'm going to grant her blessing of the trickster. It doesn't say she has to stay within visible range of me, but for the next hour, she has advantage on stealth checks.
Oh, I should probably heal myself.
I offered.
Yeah, he wants to healing touch himself.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely don't need to touch the exact boo-boo spot, but I do like the idea that I would just give a little tap.
A little cup.
Yeah.
Did I get fondled with some healing?
I can if you're into it, or you consent to me.
Fine.
Do you consent to the healing ball fondle?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I close my eyes and I stand stoically, crotch forward.
Did you say stoically?
Crotch
Did
forward.
you say crotch forward?
I'm writing that down so I can put it verbatim in the notes.
Brian Keeley, can you please stand up and demonstrate what a stoic crotch forward's? Oh, that's pretty stoic, and it's very crotch forward.
Thank you for this illustration.
I heal you for 9.
Woohoo! I might survive another day.
I would like to divinely and in a very gentry way encourage Anvig to seek the safest shelter they can find. Also, we do need to get some of her blood.
Ooh.
That is why we're here.
Erastus perks up.
But I feel like, should we be having that out here amongst the townsfolk? No.
Why don't we head back to camp? I have a very nice camp that I made.
Sagan steps forward and he says, Miss Gentry, why can't we come with you?
This is obviously not a safe journey, and you're going to get hurt. We need you to grow up to be a big, strong hero, and you won't do that potentially with us because you're still just a little guy. So you need to stay here. You need to help protect this town and take care of your sister.
Isn't this town full of were-tigers that aren't even my family?
So we've got that cool token that Miss Draga, she talked about. So we can undo a lot of this were-tiger stuff, and your town's probably going to be pretty good again.
Anvig steps forward a little closer to you, Gentry.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I'm afraid that if we take Sagan back to town, he's going to discover that they killed everyone. Are you sure we should go back?
We could send you to another town, but I don't have anybody to escort you there.
We can make it on our own.
Okay, then.
But not Lonelywood, please.
Yeah, I don't think you can make it on your own.
Where were we sending my troop? Goodmead?
You were sending the troop to Goodmead, yeah. But they left from Brinchander, which is days' travel away.
That's a conversation that Erastus is going to have.
We respectfully We can't stay here. We'll go to Tourmaline.
Did we fuck that city up, guys? Did we fuck that city up?
I have no idea. I really don't know. Is that the one with the dragon? No, it's not the one with the dragon. What's the town we fucked up with the dragon?
I think that might have been Tourmaline.
What's the one where I hooked up with those siblings? That one's fine.
That was East Haven.
I can't keep all your sibling fucking stuff straight anymore.
And Dana's unfolding the giant map.
She's busting out her map of Icewind Dale.
Oh, I think we still have some of those ingots. We could send them with some ingots.
Go to Tourmaline. Get yourself safe and set up in Tourmaline. We can send you some ingots.
After we get some blood from Anvig. Anvig, can we get some blood from you?
We are going to need some blood.
Not in a weird way?
When you're safe in Tourmaline, when I've had a long rest, I can cast Sending, get my troop to come get you, and escort you to Goodmead. Eh?
Problem, I think the ingots might be in the Ag Bay of Olding. Hey.
This is just Dana ranting as a side note that I hope we're not bringing this dead woman with us. In a bag of holding, we don't need her.
Don't you guys want to question
We'll
her?
take the townspeople to Tourmaline.
I think y'all should go with Alfie in the sled. Is that a good thing to do, guys?
That's a great idea.
You have a sled?
We have a sled. We have a camp. We've got a wonderful little fella named Alfie who makes a delicious stew. I've got 2 great dogs.
None of you are fucking narcs, though, are you? You're not a fucking narc.
Everybody turns and looks at the one guy who turned into a were-tiger who just stands there with haunted eyes.
I pull out my crossbow and shoot him.
Okay. That guy's dead.
Come on, everybody, follow me.
Yeah, I guess you guys want to come back to camp with us.
Which now, after Erastus just killed somebody in a very casual manner, I guess you guys want to come to camp with us, sounds like a threat.
Well,
You guys are the fucking worst with people.
Come on, everybody, follow me. I grab Anvig's hand firmly and I start walking towards camp.
She snatches Sagan's hand and she's following you, obviously. Tori, what are you doing?
I go back to Fox's body first.
Oh, rumble those pockets.
I am absolutely rumbling the pockets of Fox's body.
What you find? Get anything
Yeah.
good?
He's getting so rumbled.
You find a couple of magic weapons. All of his clothing is magical, so that it transforms with him.
Oh, that's handy.
And in his satchel are 4 cookies imprinted with the number 8.
I eat all of them. Not really. I do not. I do not.
Like, you're now a level 32.
Could you imagine?
but you have to make the noises 8 times.
Every single cookie. Yeah. I will collect all of his things. I'm going to strip him bare ass in the snow. And just for the indignity, I'm going to leave his body where it is, just in the woods,
Nice.
naked to the elements. And I'm going to march over back to where Sigrid was. And I think for her, as much as she infuriated me and as much as she hurt me, I think I do give her a little more care. Carefully packing her into the bag of holding. And before going back to... Yeah, I might as well do it all at once. I'm going to go back to the house, the speaker's house, and I'm going to find the pantry where that guy was locked in. Is he still there? First question.
Well, the pantry is locked, and Martha kept the key, so you're going to have to break him out. But yes, he's still there.
Or as a rogue, I can pick the lock.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's a thing that I'm hopefully very good at, so...
Roll lockpicking.
Okay. I rolled a natural 1.
Shut the front door.
Shut the pantry door.
And the whole time the man's just like, yes, please kill me. Please kill me. And it's fucking up your ability to pick a lock, I guess.
And I think my hands are shaking a little bit as I'm doing this, and I finally just get so frustrated that I do just rip the door off.
Stunned old man, naked, sitting there inside the pantry, cowering.
This is Winter. Was he the priest?
Gosh, you're smart.
So I turn to Winter and I say, all that shit with the totem. Explain to me how it works.
The totem is our conduit to our god. We reached him through the totem. It was a direct link to him.
But your god is dead.
I don't know what's happened with the power since Paka died. His blessing is now dangerous, corrupted. It consumes us. Don't you feel it?
Anything useful that you got, say it now. Any information that would be relevant to this never happening again.
We're lost. Our God is dead and we continue to live somehow without him.
None of this is useful. Start saying useful things now.
What do you want to know?
I think I just look down at this guy in disdain because I don't even know what I want to know. I don't know how magic works.
That's true, you don't.
Draw my sword.
He cowers.
I just stab him. I just stab him in the chest.
A momentary peace crosses his face, and he locks eyes with you. Gratitude. Before the light leaves his eyes and he slumps over.
Can't believe you killed my pet naked old man.
You were going to lock him in there and leave him to die.
We'll make you another one.
What was he going to do? Starve to death?
As I am holding Anvig and Sagan's hand walking back towards the camp, I explain to Anvig why we need a little bit of her blood so we can cure the were-tiger disease in Sagan and possibly her father, and ask if she's willing to provide that for the spell.
Thank you. I was like gonna say we can probably just ask her.
And I have this conversation quietly as we're just headed back towards camp.
Roll charisma.
Oh, seriously? Wait, no. 6.
Oh, Sagan's going to stay aware of Tiger because of you.
Can I help?
How would you like to help?
I see them talking. They're like a little bit away, and I just smile and like do like a nice, comforting, divine sort of nod to Anvig as I like smile down at Sagan.
Can I cast Flash?
Okay, you can do that, and you can cast Flash of Genius. So, Gentry, your efforts, you touched their hearts with a bit of your godliness because Anvig is a follower of yours. So you've got a little bit of influence.
Goodwill.
So go ahead and roll charisma with advantage and add a d6 to the result, Ryan.
So that's 24?
So 24, Anvig walking next to you. She furrows her brow in concentration and she looks down at Sagan, who's holding her hand, but his face is solemn. And she says, of course, if it'll save my brother, I'll do anything. How are you going to take the blood, may I ask?
We're going to make this real comfortable for you. I have either a vial or a water skin, however much you're comfortable to donate today. And, I'm sure I've got some whiskey back at the camp, and there's no shortage of pointy items around. So whatever the lady likes.
She's processing that, and you're approaching your camp, which is empty, except for Skara. She stands up as you approach, and she says, your little man was dying of cold. I took him to my den. I've been waiting for you. Follow me.
Yeah, I'll do an insight check. Also, we got Tori's got to know where we're at, so we got to leave a note or something. An insight check on the den. But I like Skara. That is 15.
She seems a little annoyed, but other than that, she's sincere.
Is my sled gone? Where are my doggos?
He would not leave the dogs behind. I tried to convince him.
Oh, thank God.
Can someone send a message to Tori?
Cannot. Can leave a note. That's about it right now.
Oh, I can cantrip.
I might be out of range.
Oh, yeah. I'm out of range. Gonna have to leave a note.
What does your note say?
Tori, have children.
You opening with the I have your children line?
I don't mean to be intimidating.
I have your children.
Actually, no. I'm going to do the thing that I can enchant an item that leaves a message.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Like, you can leave. It's like a voicemail that you can leave.
Magical tinkering.
Look at you knowing your character shaped. you sexy nerd.
Getting there, baby. Season 2, it's a whole new Erastus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because Erastus is the one that's been the issue.
Whole new Erastus with a whole new hole.
New season, new hole.
Perfect.
I'm actually going to imbue 2 small objects with a 6-second recorded message. Tori, we've got your kids and the rest of the townsfolk headed to Skara's lair. Pray for us. And I'm going to leave one there, and then I'm going to catapult the other one in the direction of town. Just throwing.
I love this.
No, I want to cast catapult. I have the thing.
It's a spell she has.
Didn't you also build a catapult while we were just hanging out in the snow?
Oh, shit, I did.
You did actually. That's right. You did do that.
Oh, I got. Oh. Hey, Sagan. And I hand him the talkie rock, and I pat him in the direction of the catapult. Go get your dad.
Sagan climbs up the catapult and sits in the basket.
No, we're not going to catapult Sagan into town.
Oh, not you, bud. Just the rock. You're gonna come with us.
He was so stoked for a minute.
Wouldn't you be?
Yes.
He reluctantly leaves the stone inside the catapult and climbs down. And 3, 2, 1.
Catapult sound.
Nice.
And it slings off into the night.
Sure does. And you hear it fall to the ground.
Cool.
I'm just kidding. It flies 90 feet, so you definitely would not be able to hear it fall to the ground.
Well, you know, it's like breadcrumbs, but a little different. Skara, lead the way.
Tori, what you up to?
So I'm going to put Winter's body also in the bag of holding if it will fit.
By the way, there is no dignified way to put something in a bag of holding, a body in a bag of holding.
There's a method to this madness.
We're gonna question the body later, okay?
Better hope opera if that's Bill. Or both just hoarding bodies.
Can I put a fourth body in here, basically?
Sure.
All right, cool. I load up Winter, and then Lonelywood, famously, as well as being a logging town, is also a fishing town.
Correct.
I am going to go towards the lake.
Okay.
Is there a boat around?
Roll perception. It's a sight thing.
I can't smell a boat. That's so sad. 21.
With a 21, something seems unusual.
Okay.
You stand at the edge of the furthest dock, and you see, not 10 feet away, a large patch where the ice is much darker than everywhere else, much thinner. And there's a strip of red fabric stuck in the ice.
Okay. I'm gonna cautiously walk up to that and see what's good.
A roll investigation.
21.
You tug at the piece of cloth, and you see that it's attached to a whole shirt, a blood-covered shirt, attached to a body that's floating beneath the surface.
We can't fit anymore.
This hole is large enough to have disposed of many bodies in the recent past.
Do I recognize the face of the person under the ice?
You do.
Sounds about right.
Who is it?
Probably just a guy who lived here.
Okay.
I think the whole town is in this lake right now. Oh, man. Okay. Would I know how deep the lake is right here?
Yeah, it's fairly deep.
Okay. What they did, or didn't do, I should say, what they did not do, is they did not properly sink the bodies in the lake. Amateurs. And I am not going to make that mistake. So I'm going to go back to shore, and I'm going to find some big ol' heavy rocks. What's 4 more bodies in the lake? I'm gonna meticulously tie them up and sink them into the lake.
Wait, didn't we want one of those still?
Oh, no, that's true. We did want
You're
one
gonna
of
have to
them.
dig around now.
Well, I'm gonna have to pull them all out anyway, so I'll leave, what's-his-face, Malachi. I'll leave him in there.
There's nothing dignified about keeping a body in a bag.
Well, we gotta question him some more, I think, about Mr. Bingo.
So I'm going to lay out Winter, Sefik, and Sigrid on the ice, and slowly, one by one, I will tie them to rocks, and I'll break a hole or cut a hole in the ice, and I will sink them in the lake. I think when I get to Sigrid, I linger on that one a little longer, but it doesn't feel like there's anything really to say, because Tori assumed that she had died a long time ago, honestly. And the fact that she's dead now hurts, but he doesn't think that talking's gonna fix it. So he, in complete silence, just ties her up and gently, again, lowers her into the water and lets her sink down into the lake.
The rest of you with the handful of people from the church. You approach Skara's den, which is a snow-covered set of caves in the woods. There's a glow from inside. Someone is maintaining a fire. And Erastus, as you walk in, Roke and Rococo absolutely maul you and knock you to the ground, licking your face.
I am delighted. I'm wrestling and squeezing. Giving them kisses, on the mouth kisses.
I'm gonna hang up out and wait for Tori to get back, though.
Tori, are you doing more? You have more business in town?
I think he's just trudging back.
Okay. You approach the cave.
I do.
If it wasn't obvious from the trail of 10 people crossing through the snow, it's obvious from the light emanating from several openings from this system of caves. And out front, backlit by this glow, is Gentry.
Hey,
How you doing?
fine.
Rastus died.
I'm still here.
Like, actually?
I'm still here.
No, he's fine now, but he did die.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Yeah. He had a tentacle in his head, like a squid thing. Came out, ran around. It's actually not dead, so that's a thing.
Where are they, by the way? Martha and Erastus.
I'm snuggling doggos.
I'll go up and I just kind of like nudge Erastus with my foot, my bare foot.
Am I into it?
That's up to you.
I'm sorry. No.
You tell us. Yeah, I nudge him awake and I reach into the bag and I pull out a cookie.
Ooh, cookie. I put it in my mouth and I kind of go, and I fall back asleep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pass one to Gentry and now I'll wander over to wherever Martha is and I'll hand her one as well.
Ooh.
Just in utter silence. Just walk up, give her a cookie.
This is kind of like the jelly beans. Martha just at first thinks it's a regular cookie and then she goes, got me here.
Gentry's gonna wait to eat hers in private as she drifts asleep.
Coward.
She knows what this is.
And what about Tori?
I want to say that to spare myself that Tori probably ate his on the way over.
He did.
And what did that sound like?
Can I just, I really want to, feel this scene of
Well, hold on. I have to channel like it's the saddest nut ever because he
Tori just disposed of his dead wife's body.
yeah, because he just found his murdered ex-wife and sunk her body into the lake. So he's going through it, but is nutting.
I mean,
So hold on, what does that sound like? Is that just like
we've all cried when we've come before, right? Yeah, it's called climaxing.
Teargasm.
There's a name for it?
is it called?
It's called climaxing. I'm offended.
Is that what's happening right now?
It might be.
He's crying?
But did you cry?
Yeah, he cried. He cried a little bit.
What did it sound like?
A single tear. As he nut? It sounded like
Was that it? That was not it. No.
That's it.
that's it. You want more? You want more?
Yes,
I
I
want
do.
more. Yeah, I do. I actually want more.
Can I get some stage direction? Can I get Ryan Keeley stage direction
Wait,
on
no,
this?
I have.
please?
I know exactly what it needs to do. It needs to be like
Okay.
a couple sobs that turn into just like a. It's like. Flanders is right.
I hate it so much.
No, no.
All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, I can do this. Okay, hold on.
Oh god, I hate it so much.
There you go.
Oh my god.
I believe she was both crying and nutting.
I'm gonna get the tape.
captivated
I'm gonna get the tape.
by this performance.
I would like my podcasting award, please.
Yeah. Best nut.
For compelling storytelling.
Compelling storytelling. Yeah.
Compelling nut. Thank you so much for joining us for our most recent episode of I Seduce the Dragon. Yes, we're here on YouTube. I hope that you are subscribed. I hope that you have given us a thumbs up. I hope you are commenting and involved. And if you want to be more involved, go to our Patreon. It's full of bonus content, past episodes, pre-season episodes, and a whole lot more. It's $5 to be our best friend, and that's a dang good deal. I hope to see you there.